Arto is just so damn gnarly. Like, the way he like went out and did skate missions, I think he like pioneered that gnarliness, like going out, having a photographer, having a filmer, like, all right, I'm gonna go and do like the craziest shit. I would see him like take some of the gnarliest slams I've ever seen anyone take. He's a big dude. His shit was more like fucking Hammer time, like meet me there, I'm gonna fucking make the history books today on some fucking crazy ass, death-defying ass rail or some shit.
I didn't get into it until, like, I like skating rails and stuff, but I didn't know what was possible. Like, I've seen, you know, Welcome to Hell, Jamie grinding fucking massive rails. I'm like, how do you even approach that? How do you even do that? And it wasn't until, like, I came here and started skating with Jeff, and we go skate some shit, and I just drive somewhere, and like 5 minutes later, getting out of the car, he's lip sliding some 20 stair or something. I'm like, is that even possible? Just that fuck it attitude and willing to hurt yourself to jump on something that big and just go for it. Like, in order for him to be happy, he's gotta like do something fucking death-defying.
He's kind of psycho.
Definitely psycho. To put it in a mild manner, yeah.
Oh, that felt fucking tasty. I'd like to do it again. You ready?
Yeah. Ready for it? All right. I think he wants more.
We were filming each other so much that it was obvious that we are either going to make a video, we needed to hire somebody to make it, we needed to do something. And around that time when we were starting dabbling with guys to film video, we actually hired Dan Sturt for 2 months, and he filmed like the first 2 months of the flip video.
It's the day that I lip slid the 18. That's the biggest handrail I ever skated in my life. It was like this period where they were filming for the Saari video, and it was with Sturt. I think we were all in that zone of like, all right, we're going out with Sturt today. We better bring the gnar, you know, like let's go to this 18 and start doing stuff, you know.
I don't think I ever skated an 18 stair rail before in my life. And I was riding up to it for like 15 minutes. Can't jump on it. And as I'm like 5 feet away from it, and I was like, okay, this is the one. I'm like going, and he's like, hey Arto, come up here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Can you just stop and just come up here for a second? Shoots a couple of pictures, like, all right, go. I'm like, what? It's like, well, you never know when someone's gonna die, so I just wanted a photo, you know, go back down there.
But he feebled it, backlipped it, got those 2 tricks on film. I broke my board and was begging Jeff, please, let's go to a shop. I need to get a new board, because I'm like feeling it today. I want to come back and do other stuff on this rail, you know? I wanted to like smith it or something like that. And Jeff was just like, no, Arto's on fire. We got to go to Wilshire.
And he nollie nosed at the Wilshire 15. I think even Dan that day was like, he's fucking gnarly. You know, like not many guys will do the biggest backlift that had ever been done by somebody with like the raddest backlift style, like just boom in Pasadena, and then drive, you know, 40 minutes to downtown LA and do the nollie nose slide down a 15 stair, which was the biggest nollie nose slide by a fucking long shot at the time, you know?
So 3 gnarly tricks in one day. So that, yeah, that's the kind of like missions. Sturt himself created this aura of like, if you're gonna even call me, it better be something gnarly. And so Jeff also like very much approached it that way, like, all right, I'm gonna get gnarly. You know, so like, I'm not sure I would ever have pushed myself to that level if it hadn't been for that whole like, whatever, kind of like Jeff, Arto, going gnarly, because I was like a little older at that point.
I just think they were inspiring each other. You know, if Jeff's doing something like jumping down something ridiculous and doesn't make it, Arto will give him an idea on how to make it, or if he gets hurt, he'll go help him, you know.
In skateboarding, there's always kind of like these kind of like duos, like Dylan Ave, you know, and I feel like when I think of Arto, I kind of think of Jeff. I do, and when I see Jeff, I kind of think Arto. That, you know, that period of Saari, I mean, I think that's just burned in everyone's brains. They were on such another level, you know. Jeff and Arto definitely have that connection, not only because of who they skated for, but what they were doing at that time.
During that time, S wanted to make a video, and Arto rode for S, so they wanted Arto in that. So While we were starting to film for the Saari video, he had like a super tight schedule for the Medic Matty video. So he was like, he had to make back-to-back videos.
Was it like a lot of pressure, or was it pretty easy to film? Or?
It was a little hard for Arto, I think. Like, he definitely was stressing out, you know. And he was growing up. He was like 16, and he was super productive, but at the same time, like, he was having days where he was smashing his board and freaking out. And most of it was just frustration. Most of it was silly and meaningless.
It was definitely a lot of pressure because we just kept going. We never stopped. We just kept filming. Flip video, Saari, we're filming for that. It's so fucking long ago that I barely remember anything. I hit my head a few times during the filming of the video. Sturt was there, Jeff. There was only 3 people there. I was warming up, skating his rail, board sliding it, whatever. Got pissed, hot day, soggy board, fucking any excuse in the book that I could think of that I just fucking got pissed. I went back to the van, set up a board. They packed up their shit. Like, they were shooting the shit at the spot for a while, so they're just like packing up their gear. As they're walking up, I'm so fucking pissed. I was like, fuck it, I wanted to switch front board the rail. It was the San Diego rail. Couldn't get myself to do it. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna feeble it once just to get the feeling of it. I'll lay down the feeble, and that's the last thing I remember.
And he went to feeble grinded it, but he didn't look at the rail, and the rail had holes. And right where he landed in feeble, his kingpin like went in the hole on the rail and basically pulled his legs off. So the board just basically just went thunk, flunk, and he just flew down the whole thing upside down.
What happened?
And started wriggling, eyes rolled back into the back of his head. For 30 minutes, he couldn't see anything.
Can you see me right now?
No.
You know you're skateboarding, right?
Dan Sturt immediately puts his rubber gloves on, dials 911, which he'd already had ready. Then they rushed him to hospital.
Your toes okay?
And I followed the paramedic down to Scripps Hospital. And we thought, like, okay, he's fucked. Gotta call his mother, otherwise, like, we're screwed. You gotta tell her right away that, hey, something bad's happened. So, you know, we got in touch with somebody to get a hold of his family, and he stayed in hospital for like 2 days with bad concussion and amnesia. And he was out 48 hours later. 2 weeks later, we went up to Vancouver, Slam City Jam.
Maybe there's something here. All this weird stuff happened. He tried some big air off this like motorcycle jump to flat bank. I think he stuck at the top somehow and flew down and did this to himself, like slammed on the side of his face, blood's gushing everywhere.
There was a crowd gathered around and the security came in. They tried to move the crowd. One of the guys kicked Arto in the head by accident, and Mike V saw that and just boom in, and that was it. End of story for the security guard. And then Arto was out.
Completely opened up the same stitches around the whole of his eye and up his head. This was 2 weeks after, so he had another gnarly concussion right after that.
It's funny that no professional skateboarders, fucking touch wood, have died skateboarding. It's all been from other things, but Arto is probably one of the closest. He would get fucking dirty, and he would take slam after slam, and he would go till he did it, you know? Jeff as well, all those dudes have had a really good, just a good sort of team morale. You need that as a photographer, you need that as a filmer, you need to be in that fucking team that's gonna get shit done, and you need to help each other.